I'm doing well. Good morning.
If you wouldn't mind, would you mind starting us off with a opening statement?
Yes. Obviously played a tough football game versus Troy there. Felt actually that we played pretty well except for our special teams. Gave up 2 special teams touchdowns and could not get out of the hole that we dug. Spotted them 14 points. But I think we are getting better as a football team and a program every week. We're making progress. Still not good enough to win a game right now. And but we are looking forward to this trip that we're taking. First time we've ever played in Pacific time. And so we're looking for the challenge of going out to Idaho and playing in the Dome and hopefully trying to come back with our first victory.
Thank you, Coach. As a reminder, members of the media, star 1 to get in the queue. Our first questions come from Josh with the Moscow Daily. Please go ahead, Josh.
Good morning, Coach. How you doing?
Hey, Josh. I'm doing well. Thank you, buddy.
Hey, so I know Tyler's been dealing with a sprained thumb lately. Can you give us any information on his status for Saturday?
He's got cleared to try to start throwing again this week. It's all going to be based off whether his thumb can handle that. I think it's a long shot, but we're going to see what happens. He'll probably won't do anything the first part of the week until he can see if he can grip the football. If he can grip it, then we're going to see what he can handle and go from there. But I do not anticipate him playing right now.
Okay. Kilton Anderson, I know, kind of stepped up for you guys last week against Troy, tossing a pair of touchdowns. What skill sets about his play as a quarterback made you confident handing him the keys to the offense?
Well, we don't really have many left, to be honest with you, so that's part of it. Secondly, he's got good confidence in his ability. He can run around a little bit, so he can create some plays. When the plays break down, he can create some plays with his feet and his running style. And he puts a lot of time into it. I mean, he wants to be good. He's up here studying. He's doing the things that you want your quarterback to do, and he's earned that right to be the next guy in.
Final question for you. First time squaring off with this Idaho squad. What have you kind of seen from them in the film you've watched so far?
I think 2 things. One, obviously, their quarterback is a really good player. He can really throw the football, and he can make some throws that a lot of people can't. I think he's very confident in what he does, and he can spread it around. I think he does a good job of spreading the football around. And then they try to get after you up front. Secondly, defensively, they try to show you a lot of different looks, a lot of different things to disguise and put your quarterback where he starts to think a little bit. And I think their linebackers, they've got good players. All right, I think their linebackers are really good players, and they force you into some things to try to get away from them. So it'll be a big challenge for us, obviously, especially traveling so far. But first time for a lot of our kids out that way, so we're excited about heading that way.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next questions come from Derek Asbear with the Post and Courier. Derek, please go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, like you said, a tough loss on Saturday. Do you have any status updates for any of the other players? I think you had a couple of running backs go down, too, as well.
Yeah, they're still banged up. Oshamar, he hurt his ribs a couple of weeks ago, and he got banged up again. He'll be a game-time decision. I think he'll probably be able to play. Derek, it'll be limited in some things that he can do. We did get Marcus Outlow back. He's still banged up a little bit. He'll be fine. He should be able to play. We lost one of our linebackers that's been a starter or a key player. He'd probably be out for the game. Quay Paul is his name. And we got some injuries piling up. And our depths at this point of the year is, or our lack of depth is showing up. And we just got to try to fight through it. And the guys that are going up there have got to try to play to a high level to give us a chance to win.
Sure, and obviously you're still out there trying to win a lot of games, but you're also, I'm sure, investing time into how you can finish the season, finishing on a good note. Can you just kind of talk about just, despite the issues this year, just kind of battling it out and still playing competitively?
Well, I think that's what you want to you play each week to win regardless of your record, and the thing that we're trying to get established here as far as foundation is just the type of team that we're going to be every week, no matter what's going on, and how we play the game and the purpose of why we're playing. And that's what we've been keying on through this, through this losing streak, or really just through the struggle of the season, is that the purpose of why we're playing what we're representing, how we want to be known, the character that we show. And we've made a lot of progress in those areas, Derek. The scoreboard's not showing up the progress we've made, but we have gotten better, I think, and started figuring that out as a football team, and especially our young guys that are getting quality experience that are going to help us down the line as we as we get this thing headed in the direction we know we are going to be able to get it done here soon.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, and we do have time for one more. Brooks with the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Please go ahead, Brooks.
Hey, Coach. How's it going?
Hey, Brooks. I'm doing well. Thank you.
All right. I'm just curious. So, as you see across the conference, all the times at the top and just, you guys coming into something like this, just what's your idea of this conference and, with the championship next year and just how things are all tied together?
Well, I think the championship is a great deal. Obviously, you can see where some of these teams are tied at first and they're not playing each other. So you're going to have a champion, maybe have a chance at, two guys sharing it, which nothing wrong with sharing. You teach your children about sharing all the time, but sometimes it's nice to have your own. So I think that championship is going to be great for our league and the fans that we have and be able to see some of these games played out. Our short time being in here, we're, as a staff, I think we're really impressed with the type of coaching that you see in the Sun Belt. There's obviously good players and some good teams, but I think there's a lot of quality coaches each week. We're learning that if you're not ready to go, you're capable of getting beat by anybody, and I think you're seeing that from the teams that we've played and just watching the scores. And so very impressed with what, you see in week to week. And I think the investment that our league is making, our schools are making in our football programs, you're going to see us get better and better, where I believe one day you'll see a Sun Belt team playing on New Year's Day in one of the major bowls.
All right, thank you, Brooks, and thank you, Coach. That's all the time we have for you today. We do appreciate it.
Guys, thank you very much. God bless.